Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Faye1 as usual. And today, after a long time of silence, we have another outfit spotlight. Because yes, of course, Planetside Arena has happened and so many other things have happened. But luckily, finally had the time to come back to Planetside 2 and play a bit with the Guardian Shield. It's an NC outfit on Emerald, but they do also play the different factions, but they main NC. Anyway guys, thank you so much for taking your time for this little interview. But tell me a bit about the Guardian Shield. Is Tech Driver the founder, or how does it work?
I can actually explain that. So, um, actually, what's nice about this community is there's not necessarily one person that holds the keys of the kingdom. We're all a team here. We're all a community, and a lot of people have come from these communities here in Planetside, where one person leads, and typically with that, that's where the egos begin. The reason why we've been so successful here in Guardian Shield, both with participation, enjoyment, also relations with other outfits, is because we have a lot of people working together, with 5 captains in total and 5 lieutenants as well. All captains hold same, not necessarily I would say power, but authority here in Guardian Shield to like execute admin actions, disciplinary, whatever. But also everyone here has an equal say. So whenever it comes to like who founded the outfit, it was actually really just a team of people that did.
Yeah, the team that founded it originally was Tack, myself, Laser Tank, Purdue, Regal, and Trance. We all came together from a prior outfit, and we wanted to form something to start a new branding for our leadership. And so we came here and formed this outfit.
Are the lieutenants and the captains also the guys leading the squads in game, or does it work differently?
Absolutely. In fact, that's one thing that we really pride ourselves on here in Guardian Shield, is that typically with a lot of outfits that you see nowadays, you typically have the same people that are leading ops almost every night. It could be really just your run-of-the-mill Zerg fit, or it could be your fast action small squad high skill outfit, whether that be like a recursion or a B-way. What we pride ourselves in, and why we've had such high participation, is because we not only have the captains and lieutenants leading, but we have so many people that enjoy leading, everyone from privates to corporals to sergeants. But yes, captains and lieutenants are typically leading, but we also love working with any member to show them how to lead.
Yeah. Regularly, we host trainings for leadership, especially training for how to talk to your squads and how to get them all going to the same location, stuff like that. We do a thing called Leadership Hot Potato, where we just give it to a person for 5-10 minutes, a few bases, something like that, and then we switch it to another person. So everyone gets a flavor of it, and really helps build and give that confidence to people. Just to be like, okay, now you go. And everyone knows when they get on ops for that night, it's going to be like that. But them getting on and getting into this mode really prevents them from getting scared, because they see all these other people do it and they're like, everyone just relax and just have fun. Just a really positive environment, and so everyone does feel very comfortable leading.
I've seen a lot of different games as well on your Discord. You guys also play a lot of games together, different games?
Yeah, so the greater Guardian Shield community as a whole, we play a lot of different games. We primarily focus on Planetside right now, but we also play World of Warships. If you scroll down in the TeamSpeak, you can see there's currently a group of people playing World of Warships together. And then even further down, we have like Warframe channel. We have a Warframe group that includes other outfits from Planetside in our greater Warframe alliance. And so that's a good way of building community relations with other outfits, because we have, the Warframe alliance, and then they come and play Warframe with us. It's a good time. We also play, games together just as like a group, like Risk of Ring 2, for example. We have a big group of people who enjoy playing that game together. We also play Age of Empires 2 and Zero K.
And if I can interrupt, actually, someone from one of your previous spotlights really enjoys getting their cheeks clapped at Age of Empires, and they're decent. And yes, Shades, we will play some more 0K with you. Don't worry.
But back to Planetside. The guys, are you like an open outfit? Do you accept anyone, or are there some requirements?
Yeah, so I can answer that. So Guardian Shield, we have a one huge focus here in this community, and what that is to this is kind of answering multiple questions in one, but I'll build around to that point. Is that we always look to have fun, but to stay effective at the same time, and the way that we do that is centered around TeamSpeak. That's what we're using right now to talk, but it also builds into our requirement here in Guardian Shield. We take any kind of player. It could be new, could be veteran. The only rule is that you come join our TeamSpeak. Just hang out. You don't have to talk. You can just be hanging out, listening to orders, just having a good time. Or you could be engaging. You could be talking. But we firmly believe having some sort of, it could be application, tool, voices like TeamSpeak outside of Planetside is fundamental in making sure outfits stay alive and stay effective.
So
At the
you
end of the
never
day-
use the in-game voice chat?
We sometimes do for actual we'll do open platoons as well. We actually alternate multiple nights from doing like only Guardian Shield, only TeamSpeak ops, as well as open platoons. Typically, when we do open platoons, you're going to see that more frequently on like some days, maybe like a Sunday, maybe like a Monday, as well as a Friday, where Friday night ops can be, something different. But yes, we absolutely do use the in-game to talk to a lot of people that maybe aren't in the outfit and they're not on the TeamSpeak. Of course, absolutely, we use that. Now, actually, kind of building into that point. Actually, do you mind if I can actually kind of use that
Yeah,
with
go on,
Friday Night
go on.
Ops? Is we actually have an awesome schedule throughout the week too. This kind of builds into our core of Planetside Ops. And I think actually probably the best person to talk about the schedule would be Chronic.
Yeah. So we start our weeks off on Sunday. So after ops on Sunday, we have, or is it before? Yeah, before ops on Sunday, actually.
Mhm.
Sorry. We have a community meeting where all the captains, lieutenants, and any sergeants that want to participate in it come together. And we formulate a plan for the week. And typically that plan looks like Monday night, some kind of unique op. Right now, we're liking the leadership hot potato. So we're going to be doing that on Monday nights for the foreseeable future. After that, on Tuesdays, we do trainings. Tuesdays are our training nights around 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. EST, depending on who's leading the training, availability, stuff like that. We host a training on our TeamSpeak. Typically, it's either a leadership training or some training referring to some gameplay skill. Like 2 weeks ago, we did harassers and flashes, and it went pretty okay. It was a good time. We focused primarily on these strategies that aren't necessarily taught to you as a player from in-game mechanics. So for instance, getting harassers inside bases or sunderers inside bases and wreck and face with those, that's the kind of stuff we teach on Tuesday night trainings as well as leadership. Then on Wednesday nights we have Blue Ops, and that's led by Rapid and Krindus from Bax, and that's a great time. It brings together a lot of the Emerald NC together, and also our community together to play at a high skill level. So we try to have 1 or 2 squads, and they're ran really tight, and they play together, and it works really well every time. And that's a great time for members to come on and improve their skills. Thursdays,
and Wednesdays, by the way, is typically more of your high speed infantry night. By the way, just a little bit of clarification with that.
Yes. Thursday nights is currently kind of our dead space. We do that for alt faction operations, so we primarily just do either an open or closed platoon, depending on what the designated leader for that night wants to do. We did TR Ops last night, and it was a good fun, led by one of our lieutenants, Logiker, and he did a great job, and it was amazing. And then tonight, Friday Night Ops, is our big ops night. We try to get as many people onto the TeamSpeak as possible. We try to get as many people in-game to come play with us. And it's a great time. We always pull out all the stops for Friday nights. And, if you're looking to join and want the true Guardian Shield experience, Friday Night Ops is definitely the place to go. And those are typically open. And if they're not open that night, hop on our TeamSpeak and come join us, because the TeamSpeak is always an open door policy. You don't even need to be a part of our outfit to come and join our TeamSpeak, especially for ops like that. And then on Saturday nights, we try and we just kind of leave it open right now, right? We just do nothing on Saturday nights, and then we wrap it back around to Sunday nights.
It depends.
Yeah, it
Sometimes
depends.
I like to host
Sometimes
scrims on Saturdays. It depends
Yeah.
if people are feeling it or not. I like to do it like cycles, 1 month on, 1 month off, because of holidays and stuff like that. Just build hype towards it and then relax.
Yeah, and then Sunday nights we also do movie night on the TeamSpeak, and we have a streaming program that we use through the person who runs the TeamSpeak. We all come together at around 10 p.m. EST on the TeamSpeak, and we host movies. We watch them, have some fun, have some laughs, and it's a great way to decompress at the end of the week.
Get rid of all the salt. Cool.
Yeah.
How many members does the Guardian Shield have, give or take?
Guardian Shield over all 3 factions. We mainly play NC. However, we frequently play TR and VS. The most recent numbers for NC total was right around 437. I'd say continuous active members, however, is going to be consistently in between 150 to 175 people throughout the month. Now, a lot of the people that we have, it alternates months. Like, we have some people that are off either doing real life stuff, they are, off with the military, people from all different backgrounds, all different countries. And I know, of course, with the fluctuating population on Planetside, some people take breaks. So that's a nice policy that we have, too, is that, there's no attendance policy, per se. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to have a great time. And playing with us shouldn't feel like a job, like a requirement. It should be more of something that's fun. We do frequently play TR and VS, and we recruit on all 3 factions as well. The numbers with the TR and the VS put it a lot closer to right around 500 for total members.
That's still pretty big. So how many people do you expect to come on tonight for the ops?
On average, we typically, throughout the week, at least get 24 people on TeamSpeak. That's typically 2 full squads of GSLD. After you cycle them in, we usually have a lot of allies that come and play with us. People from all factions, frankly, have enjoyed playing with us. And like I said, with that open door policy, we are welcoming to everyone. On some of our biggest nights, though, we've been pushing 60 people here in TeamSpeak.
Wow.
Over a platoon. Of course, we do use separate channels for comms. We have channel commander here in TeamSpeak, so don't worry. If it is a big night when we have a lot of people, we've absolutely got the tools in place to make sure that everyone's experience here isn't cluttered with voice. There's not too many people talking over each other. We have comm discipline. We've got a lot of great people and great resources in place to make sure these ops run smoothly.
You guys seem well prepared. I want to go back to the Wednesday night ops because you are talking about high-speed infantry gameplay. I know PIL2, Planetside Infantry League, is coming back. Are you guys planning on participating as well?
I can answer that. So I actually we did play. GSLD did sponsor a squad for PIL, but there's just not enough community desire to play at that level when there's not enough different tier brackets. There was a lot of people in PIL that were actually smurfing or of a higher rank than what they appeared, so it's really hard to have casual outfits play on a competitive setting without having a lot of other casual outfits to play against. I personally did play, and I'm going to be playing in the next PIL if it does occur. We're still talking to Snipsel about that, and I will be part of a different team, and I will have GSLD members as part of that team, but I'm not bringing the whole GSLD under one flag just because I don't want to force people to play at a competitive scene when they don't want to against people who are way better than them, right? I like to do it on live and have them fun and play against these higher skilled opponents just on live, very casually.
That's fine as well. And then if you go back to the live server, I go back a lot. If you talk about the live server, how would you describe your gameplay? Is it a lot with vehicles? Is it a lot infantry? Is it with airplanes? What do you guys do?
Oh, let me tell you about that. So when it comes to ops here in Planetside, I can with full confidence say we do it all. A lot of outfits, it could be from some outfits that are doing, more, I wouldn't say Zerg, but they have a lot more numbers. They might have certain squads that are labeled as the air squad, certain squads that are the armor squad, certain ones that are the infantry ones. That's great. Everyone plays at their own pace. With us here in Guardian Shield, we stick to a jack of all trades aspect, where, you know, in our trainings we get everyone up to a standard of how we want everyone to play with. For example, it could be armor, for infantry, for air. And once we get people to that standard, if people want to know more, you know, we mentor them, get them up to the same standard. But when it comes to ops, like I said, we do it all. We do frequent armor groups, typically 1 to 2 squads, never pushing past that. Air, you can see us doing either, you know, a couple reavers with like a platoon, or just like a couple guys just going around and dogfighting, to even some of our more special strats that we rarely pull out because it's so effective, which is our shredder lib platoons. And that's one thing that tonight I would love to show you. My personal favorite, though, and for those that don't know me, I don't think I actually introduced myself. My name's Tack. I enjoy playing in a max suit, and a lot of our members enjoy playing that too. And a big theme that you'll see here in Guardian Shield is that we like to win. And we will do almost anything to win because we enjoy to compete. This game is a fighting game. And there are winners and there are losers. And that's why some of our other strategies, like for example, like a max squad or max platoon, we've got a very specific strat that we've worked a long time on, and it's been effective. And we do it on all 3 factions. So kind of going back to your question, yes, we do armor, air, infantry, we do it all.
Nice, but you also like to focus on the force multipliers, like maxes and stuff.
Yes, of course, and that is a very hot debate here in, you know, the Planetside community. You know, a lot of people have very mixed views on force multipliers. Trust me, I love some infantry gameplay. I love, you know, driving up Sunderers and just, you know, fighting it out on point as a heavy assault. But I'll be honest, you can only do that so much sometimes. You know, playing around in a force multiplier, whether it be a tank, whether it be a lib, whether it be a galaxy, whether it be a max, it changes up the monotony of the gameplay. And also at the same time, it looks damn near impressive. Whenever you see a large group that can effectively pull off a force multiplier strat, not just talking about like just zerging down armor down a lane and that's pretty much it. No, using things cohesively to win even against larger numbers. That's what we enjoy doing.
I've heard you guys have done some amazing things, but what is the thing that really you still remember? What's the best thing you've done so far with the Guardian Shield?
I can actually, I've got a really good story, but what I'd like, just so I'm not taking too much attention away, is I'd like actually Chronic, if you don't mind. Could you go on with your story, if that's okay, Faber?
Yeah. So the story I like to kind of say about just like my experience playing with the Guardian Shield is there's been a lot of standout like flashbulb memories of you know, the alert is like 30 seconds on the clock when our guys are loaded in galaxies and we're about to drop on a point, and it's like the TR are going to win the alert or the Vanu are going to win the alert, and it comes down to like the Palisade or Briggs Laboratories on Indar, right? And like those points are very open, and so it can be really challenging for people to get on point on those bases. And so it's like those pop-offs you get when you land on that base and you wipe those enemy squads off those points with your max suits or your heavy assault infantry that you just dropped on top of them with in the last 30 seconds of the alert. We've had many moments like that, but there's one that stands out in particular where we were at a Manny Biolab fight on Esamir, and it came down, the TR were capping Manny Biolab from the NC, from us, and it was going to flip the percentage numbers in their favor. And so we had, I think, like a galaxy or 2 hovering around getting ready to drop in. They had all 3 points, and you know, the kill box building right outside the swamp, the TR were holding that point as well as the A point. And so we made the call to land the galaxies on the side with the kill box room and push in. And I remember running into that point with my heavy assault and my guys behind me, getting on that point, like killing like 3 or 4 people on that point and just getting in there and popping off. And I was just screaming and just telling everybody to get in that point. It's great. It's just moments like that that make the outfit worth it for me, because you really you get that moment of catharsis when you just get on that point and you wipe those people and you get in there and you hold it down, and it's great.
it still surprises me. I hear so many nice stories, and I've been playing so much solo, and then like you're missing so many aspects of the game when you don't do these things. So cool. You have any stories, maybe Rapid as well?
Oh, dude, I have tons of stories. I don't even know what to pick. First, I'll go with two. So I have one from Blue Ops. A couple weeks back, we did a one squad. We were just doing one squad because it was really chill, and we dropped on a tech plant that we had taken that got cut off, and it was 96 plus AOD at that. And we retook the point, and we held it for a few more minutes with just 12 guys. So it was like 90-10 in their favor, and we managed to flip it back and hold the point, which was really exciting. And it's really hard for me to personally choose events in particular because I like focusing on doing joint ops really. And joint ops is when two groups come together, maybe 3 or 4 come together and decide, hey, let's do ops together. That would be really sweet because I want to see what we can do together. We've done joint ops with a lot of groups. For example, 3 of the ones that you've actually done things with, B tier, B-Way, and OO are outfits that we have done it with. Yeah. And then we have got FedEx, USPS, DHLE, TG, CML, Tank. We're currently in progress of trying to do the 1 TMI, V8 second, CCR, VCO, 1 TR, YEST. A lot of different outfits. For example, the last one we did was actually with B-Way. We was 60 people in a TeamSpeak. Just tearing up the map. We did maxes, they did infantry. As a group, I think we, both us and them were holding a KD of...
Was that on VS, by the way, Rapid?
That was on VS, man. We brought our boys over to VS. We played with B-Way, and we really just tore up the map. We actually cut the NC from the TR. We worked at the TR as well. We prevented them from fighting, and we just held the line, and really just ruined everyone's days. Dude, I got so much Reddit salt from that, and so much Discord salt.
Yep.
Every time, man. Every time.
Now,
TAC has the best antidote.
When it comes to what we've done, here's a team in Guardian the Shield. I gotta say, there's not a group that I've been a part of that I've been more proud of. Not necessarily because of anything that we've done in this channel with this team. No, it's what the team has done together. And one of the stories for me that sticks out is one night a couple months ago, we were playing just any old run-of-the-mill alert on a Hassan. And there's a base called Zot's Agriculture. It's a base south of Zot's Biolab. And I'll still remember to this day that base because of what happened that night. That night was one of the nights we were doing joint ops. That night was actually with FedEx, USPS. A lot of people on Emerald really don't like them. But man, I gotta say, there's some great guys. But they also know how to have fun. And that night, we were doing maxes with them. We had about 2 squads of GSLD, and they had about 2 squads of their own maxes as well. We were all doing maxes. And with our strategy, it's a pretty impressive force to see. The call came over command that their fight was going terribly. And it's like, look, listen, TAC, GSLD, we need you guys. Get over here now. We got to make sure this base goes through. I'm just like, all right, I got you. Loaded up the guys, got them in the gals, started flying that direction. And from what it looked like on the ground, you know, they were just getting wiped off point. But you know that scene from The Lord of the Rings where the army, they're the what is it? Like army man is like pushing out of Helm's Deep, and they look to the hills, like Aragorn looks up there and he just sees like Gandalf up on the hill with the Rohirrim. That was us. We were just coming in with 2 gals full of maxes. We drop on the point and we absolutely slaughter all resistance. And because of that drop, took the base, and within a minute later, won the continent with 1% left.
That's some
And
timing.
it was a lot of fun. And what's awesome is that we do that a lot of times, and a lot of people just keep coming back. And that's what I'm so proud of in this community, is that awesome events like these that all 3 of us have talked about, those are events that we all push for here in this community. And I feel like that's why a lot of people keep coming back, is for those adrenaline pumping experiences.
Okay, I'm really stoked actually. I'm glad you guys invited me, so I'm looking forward to the ops. is there anything you guys will still want to share with us?
I guess the last thing I would like to say is the Guardian Shield has been a great group of guys, and honestly, I feel a great connection with these people. And if you want to join the Guardian Shield, it's as easy as downloading TeamSpeak and typing in the IP. And the IP of the TeamSpeak server is just GSLD, all capitals, no spaces, no fancy stuff, just GSLD. Hop on here. We'll get you set up with the proper tags, and if you want to come play with us as an ally or as a member, feel free to do either. This TeamSpeak is open for the greater Planetside community as a whole.
Yeah, you don't have to be a member of the Guardian Shield to join the TeamSpeak and play with us during ops. Just come on and play with us. You can be an ally. We have lots of allies from different outfits. I don't want to start naming people, but yeah.
Your rep tool does have to be level 4 at least, though. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the number one thing we focus in the community is fun. We don't care about where you're from or what you do in your day. We just want to play video games, man, at the end of the day, and we really enjoy them. I don't think anyone wants to be bossed around all day and told what to do. They want to have fun doing it, and that's our goal.
That's a fine goal. Well, thanks, guys. Thank you so much for having me, and until the next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Faber, for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Outstanding. Thank you, Faber.